The woman's preparation, I was saying that she cannot obtain a happy and extraordinary orgasm if she doesn't know her own sexuality. First of all, a woman, especially if we start, let's say, from frigidity, obviously will force herself to do this training and can even imagine a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 feels no pleasure and 10 is maximum euphoria. At what level is sexual desire and arousal when she begins the stop and go technique or start and stop? The technique is also called and consists of the following. We start with go, meaning she begins self-stimulation, which means caresses in the clitoris area, combining she caresses one nipple with one hand and the clitoris with the other to discover other things too. She passes her hand over her body to identify the erogenous zones, where the body reacts more easily, the inguinal area, or behind the knees, or maybe here on the arm at the fold, where the skin is thinner. She tests her erogenous zones and aims to discover them. And she begins, as I was saying, clitoral stimulation with the hand, with the vibrator, with the water jet, in bed or in the shower. Important is to be intimidated. Usually it can be in the shower with the door locked when you know nobody is coming in, and regardless if someone knocks on the door, you can interrupt yourself, but it doesn't shock you, doesn't catch you, and doesn't add another trauma over those that are already there. And she starts with go stimulation. Now, during stimulation, although the hand is on the clitoris or on what you're stimulating there, the attention will be not on the sexual area, but on what sensations are developing in your organism associated with arousal. Because many women were only with their mind alert and body repellent to senses, and now we do exactly the opposite. We stimulate the area in question, but the attention is on the sensations that develop in the body, because you must learn to re-receive them, to reread them, to reinterpret them, exactly like someone who ran away from fear and is not in contact with their own emotions. They only know they don't want something bad to happen to them, but they're not capable of looking at what they feel, and neither to stay in contact with fear or anger and rather run away from them. Similarly, here, we follow the signs, we put in contact with the associated emotions, then she continues and becomes aware of what level of arousal she starts from. Let's say it's -1 or 0 or 1. When you stimulate mechanically speaking, having so many nerve endings, this clitoris so complex it gets aroused mechanically. There are even situations where a woman was raped by the thug from the park, and at the police station, there at the statement, with the husband also present, they ask her, did you have an orgasm? Or did it produce pleasure for you? They ask all kinds of things like these, and the woman, red in the face, yes, I had an orgasm. To the madness of the man who says you had an orgasm with the thug and not with me. From now on, I come to you with flowers and massage you, and I don't know what else to do for you, and you don't have an orgasm, and you have an orgasm with the thug? Woman, explain to me because I'm going crazy. And she says, well, I don't know that he stimulated me. I don't know what he did. I didn't want it. You realize, God forbid. Why? Because the thug knew what to do. He stimulated the area mechanically and it got aroused because that's what the respective organ is for, the clitoris. So through simple mechanical stimulation, the degree of arousal rises. From now, when you feel the degree of arousal rising without reaching orgasm, well, the first time if she never had one, she can produce it to experience it, to see how it is. But if she knows how it is, it's the rule. She stops one step before the point of no return and does stop. She lets the intensity of arousal temper a bit, continues the shower, or goes, if she's alone at home, to get herself a glass of water, to wash her face a bit until the intensity of arousal diminishes, after which when she feels she can continue, she does go again. And again, she stimulates. And again, she is attentive to what sensations develop in the body and feels how the shivers from top to bottom, from bottom to top. She heats up in a certain area. She gets goosebumps. Involuntary contractions occur in certain areas of the body, on the leg, or I don't know, you feel your body dilating or what each person feels. Stronger salivation, nipples harden, and now you're attentive to the sensations in the body, to the intensity of orgasm, because that one from childhood was an orgasm of those made to be, and to discharge yourself mentally immediately and to forget a bit about the upset. But now you do it consciously and aim to obtain a higher level orgasm. So that's roughly the stop and go technique, which you have no way to obtain orgasm as a woman if you don't know how to produce it yourself. Then she understands what the rhythm is, what is the place where she needs to press, with what pressure, what to combine the clitoris with penetration to obtain the maximum, how long should it last to obtain a more mature orgasm, so to speak.